Welcome back to Secret Hives and Homestead. Today is onion day, so we are going to get dirty. It is very muddy out here still, but these have to get in the ground. We have more rain coming on Monday. Today is Saturday, and rain periodically throughout the rest of next week, so I have to get this done. So come along with me while we put some onions in the ground. For the last, I would say 5 or 6 years, probably since around 2019, we have ordered all of our onions from Dixondale, and they specialize. That's basically all they do is onions. So as you can see, I have 10 bunches here. This variety, this is a blush onion. They are like a pink color. They're actually very pretty, almost like violet actually inside. They're really cool. Of course, we've got some Walla Wallas. I've never actually tried these myself before, so we're going to try these. These Cipollini's, these make a nice little round globe-shaped squatty onion that are really good in roasts and things like that, just to eat them whole. They're really, really good roasted. Yellow Spanish onions. We've never done these before either. We always do these Patterson onions. We have 2 bunches of Pattersons, and for white onions, we have 2 bunches of Sterling. All right, let's get them in the ground. All right, today we're going to start with our yellow Spanish onions. You can see the label there. What I like to do at the beginning of each row, I pull the label out and I just stuff it in the dirt. That way I know what is planted here. Yellow Spanish. This is directly adjoining all of my garlic. As you can see, it's there, it's beautiful, it's up, doing super well. This variety directly in front of me is our elephant garlic. We had a few that didn't come up. We're doing these as a trial this year just to see how they do. So we've never done them before. So anyway, enough about the garlic. Let's get started with these onions. So I have a small dowel rod here. The ground is so damp. I'm actually sitting on a couple of boards. I'm just using this to get my width of my row because I cannot get anything in here to till or to even make a row with. It's just too wet. So this will set my width for my rows, and then this is the depth for my onions. So rather than making a trench and putting them in like I normally do, I am just going to set this dowel rod right here up against the board, and that's the depth I need for my onion. Just wiggle it and we'll push it in and squeeze the dirt back around it. Let's get started. All right, as you can see, we've got our first little section planted here. We're just going to keep on going down the entire row. We've enlisted child labor. There you go, girly. Yep, Mommy made the holes. You just put them down in the holes. Once you get the holes filled in, I'll tell you what to do. All right, that's good. That's okay. Leave the other one out for now. We'll do it in a minute. We got to punch more holes. Go in behind. Look right here. Look what Mommy's doing. Go right behind. And you just squeeze up around it. Don't pull the other one out till it stands up straight. They're kind of crooked because they were in a box looking for sunshine in the garage, but an open box, mind you. They weren't closed up. They were out with air. Yep, squeeze the soil up around it.
That's the one that's...
Yeah, they're kind of curvy, but they'll straighten up.
Well, that one's really...
Yep, that one is really big, huh? They're gonna be dirty. You're in the dirt. Here you can see we've kind of been stepping through here a little bit, but just listen to this. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone, hopefully. How wet it is. Splat. Splat. It's like a suction noise. Because it's so wet. It's gross. This is why we could not get any equipment in here to get this job done. So we are finishing up our row of yellow Spanish onions, and then we're going to move on to a different variety. Looks like 2 bunches is just about 2 25-foot rows for inquiring minds that need to know these things. All right, now we have finished 2 rows of the yellow Spanish. I believe it's what we just planted. Yes, that's what it was. So we're going to start on the Sterling, which those are your white storage onions. And here we go. See if we can get 2 rows of these as well. We're moving on to these Walla Wallas, and I like to leave more space for these rather than the 3 inches. I usually like to go more like 4 or 5 for these because these onions get bigger. So we're gonna make a divot here. We're gonna come over here and we're gonna make another divot about 4 or 5 inches away. And we're just gonna keep going and fill these holes with our Walla Walla onions. That one's a little close.
Walla.
There we go, that's better. All right, and now for these Patterson variety. Stick a row marker down here. Probably can't see that on the screen, that's okay. I've already got my holes made. So it's just plug and chug. We are down to the final countdown. Oh, we have these cipollinis here that we're planting. We've got 2 bunches of those, and then we're done. And we'll see how many rows we ended up with. All right, we ended up with 2 rows of the cipollini and 3 rows of the Patterson. I didn't mark the one in the middle because it's the same on both sides. This was our Walla Walla row, which one of the rows starts here. The second one starts halfway down in this row of blush, which is marked right here with this purple one. You can read it. It says blush. And then we have 2 rows of sterling. That one kind of fell over that marker. And then we have 2 rows of the yellow Spanish onions. So let's count how many we have total here. All right, so that means from 10 bunches of onions, I got 12 25-foot long rows of onions. You can see I still have a lot of garden left down there. We didn't fill everything up. We're just gonna check out our garlic here real quick while we're walking by. It's got several varieties. We've got some Persian Star in here. Of course, the kind that we've always grown, that variety, they call that Big Johnson. That's the one that we were gifted from some friends of ours that always does amazing. It's right here at this end. Our long-standing garlic we've always done is down here where we always plant it, and then the experiments are at the other end. So it's exciting.